a look at what the Earth will look like in 1 billion years. No one can ever say for sure what the future will bring, but a new video summed up all the science-backed predictions that we can reasonably make out about how Earth will change over the next billion years, and our poor little brains are reeling from this. The reality is that it's highly unlikely that anyone will be around to see most of these changes come to pass, so consider this your exclusive front row seat to a world where supercontinents reign supreme, Mount Everest is no longer the tallest mountain on our planet, and the sun is a lot hotter. And I'll leave a link for the video. Some of the video from Real Life Lore has already been seen more than 2 million people in 2 days. The favorite prediction, the idea that 2 million years from now, humans on different planets will have evolved into entirely separate species that may or may not know the others exist. In other words, we become the aliens. So it might sound a little far-fetched, but when you actually think about how much the Earth has changed even since human ancestors first evolved in Africa, it's not so crazy. Within our species' lifetime, well, let's see how the Earth evolved before the flood. We never had, for example, we never had rainbows. Something happened to change the atmosphere, obviously, before Noah's flood. So the Earth was totally different from that. Even the longevity of humans was different than what it was after the flood. So within our species' lifetime, we've already seen the Bering Land Bridge that connects Asia to North America disappear, and humans walking on the moon. For those not able to check the video, here are some highlights of what's coming. 10,000 in about another 8,000 years. In the year 10,000, our devices will be faced with a very real Y10K bug. Right now, all of our software enters a year as four decimal places. So once we hit 10,000 AD, technology will no longer be able to code dates. If current globalization trends continue, all human genetic traits such as skin and hair color will eventually be distributed across the world, where there'll be no region-associated human variation. Then in 50,000 AD, all modern language will stop being recognized. In 20,000 AD, and by 50,000 AD, the planet will start to look different as well. Niagara Falls will have totally eroded away into a giant lake. The Earth will also enter another glacial period, regardless of current global warming trends. And then 100,000 AD, all of the stars and constellations visible from Earth will be completely different. If we made it to Mars, we'll have been able to terraform it by then. 500,000 years ahead, Earth will likely be struck by an asteroid measuring a kilometer diameter, unless we somehow prevent that from happening. And in 1 million years, by now, Earth will have likely experienced a supervolcanic eruption large enough to spew 3,200 square kilometers, cubic kilometers of ash into the atmosphere, similar to the Toba super eruption that nearly wiped out humanity about 75,000 years ago. The nearby star Betelgeuse will explode into a supernova that will be totally visible from Earth even during daytime. And then in 2 million years, if humans had colonized several planets, by now they will have likely evolved into various different species, each adapted to their own habitat. They may not be aware of the other human species out there. The Grand Canyon will have eroded to an even larger valley. In 50 million years, Africa will collide with Eurasia, closing off the Mediterranean Sea, spawning a new mountain range that could produce a mountain taller than Mount Everest. In 250 million years, all the continents of the Earth will have merged back into a supercontinent that will look something like this, Pangea Ultima. So the Mediterranean Sea is basically not there. As you can see, Africa and Eurasia, the Mediterranean Sea is a mountain range by that time. And we have had such terrible Earth changes in the past, if you look back at 250 million years ago. Now, 500 to 6 million years ahead of us, the deadly gamma ray burst will occur within 6,100 light years from Earth, triggering a mass extinction. The sun's increasing luminosity will stop plate tectonic movements, and CO2 levels in the atmosphere will drop dramatically. C3 photosynthesis will no longer be possible, and 99% of the current plant life on Earth will die. in a billion years, this is the way the world will end. It's the way the world ends, not with a bang, but, well, you'd better check out the video, find out. And let's just add that there have been a lot of surprises throughout Earth's history, and undoubtedly there are a lot of surprises still to come. So this is just a taste of what the next billion years could be for Earth, and we almost have a weird kind of FOMO right now. This is by Fiona McDonald of Science Alert on Bended Reality. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.